Good morning from Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester. Panhandle Outdoors, your source for fishing, hunting, and information for folks who enjoy the great outdoors. Now sit back, relax. It's Panhandle Outdoors.
Good morning, folks. Welcome to Panhandle Outdoors. I'm Winston Chester. Glad you're here this Friday morning. Got a great show lineup. Got a big fishing report coming up. We got a guest in the studio. Got all kind of neat stuff that he brought. So we'll get started now with the weather. High today is going to be 88 and low tonight 71. We're in this pattern where we're getting some rain and then clearing up, then getting rain again. It's been like that, and we'll talk about it almost every morning. Just be prepared. Water temperature, one thing that's been steady has been a water temp. For 3 weeks, it's stayed at 85 degrees. It's been very interesting watching it. Just level off, hasn't jumped up or down. The river readings, take a look at Bluntstown. Bluntstown's been pretty steady this week. We're looking at a 0.9. I know you folks up on the big river want to get out this weekend. We've got a big catfish tournament coming up. And also at the Choctahatchee River, it bottomed out a little bit around 5, but now it's jumping back up. It's going to be right around 6 foot for the weekend and dropping on. It's really going to be steady all weekend. Not much movement on either one of the big rivers this weekend if you want to do any freshwater fishing and in the creeks and all. All right, now take a look at our tide chart. We're back. We finally get out of neap tides, and we're back into the moving tides pretty strong. We had a high this morning at 248. It's been dropping out. It would drop out all morning. It'd be low right after lunch at 221. We got a rate of 1.9 foot range. Good strong tide today and tomorrow. Good weekend tides, and next week will be really strong. Okay. I'd give a shout out every Friday morning to folks down at Sea Quarters Marina. They've been steadily fishing down there. Been some good reports, and we'll talk about that later in our fishing report. Okay? Let's take our break, and we'll be right back.
Harold Milling Company, rough and tough dog food. Harold Milling Company builds it. They build hog feed. They build dairy feed. They make chicken feed. They have specialty feeds for rabbits. If you got a worm farm, grandmother used to have a worm farm. Look at the Harold Milling Company. You want to go down and get you, the dog's not running anymore. That's all over with. You want to get that 16% and drop down from the 26% protein. You don't want over to get fat. Harold Milling Company, you can buy it almost any feed store in the Panama City area.
Come join the Panhandle Outdoors team. Beat the rush and stock up on our team shirts and hats in a wide variety of colors and sizes. For your convenience, we offer a Panhandle Outdoors shop at panhandleoutdoors.net. Simply visit our website and click shop.
You can also check out our selection at Sunjammers Water Sports on Panama City Beach. Come join the Panhandle Outdoors team.
When you need to get the job done, you want the powerhouse of engineering, reliability, and value that is Kubota. And right now, during our 40-year strong celebration, get 0 down and 0% APR for up to 60 months on new Kubota subcompact tractors, compact tractors, or zero-turn mowers. Join the Kubota movement, 40 years strong, serving the American dream.
See and save on all Kubota tractors and equipment at Sowell Tractor today.
We are so lucky to live in North Florida. We have some of the best fresh and saltwater fishing in the world. My biggest problem is not catching fish, but trying to decide what kind of fish I want to catch. No matter what I'm after, I always stop at Sunjammers Water Sports first. They have just what I need: rods and reels, line, tackle, and most important, live bait. Yes, sir, we sure are lucky.
All right, welcome back, folks, and welcome a familiar face, Brad.
Good morning, Coach.
Brad Stevens here from Sunjammers. He brought all kind of goodies. He was supposed to come on last week, but he was sort of out of town. He swung by the Georgia Aquarium, huh?
Yeah, I went up to Greenville to a trade show looking for some new goodies to bring in the shop. So we got a few new things that might show up this springtime. But the highlight of our trip, drug the family along with me, as we stopped back by the Georgia Aquarium. And I thought, I knew I would enjoy it because I like aquariums, I like fish. I was blown away. We're actually looking, we're already planning another trip back up there.
Oh, yeah.
If it was anywhere other than downtown Atlanta, I would have already been back. It takes a lot to drag me back to Atlanta. But if you've never been to the Georgia Aquarium, young, old, got kids, grandkids, it doesn't matter. Do yourself a favor and go up there and see it. It's just,
I've always heard, I haven't been, but I heard a great report. Everybody's been, has
unbelievable.
Yeah. Well, what did you find out at your show? What all we got?
I just went up there, to be honest with you, just to politic with all the bigwigs from all the manufacturers. Native Watercraft, which is one of our brands we sell kayak-wise, has a new kayak coming out called the Slayer. We have our order for the 12 and also the 14 and a half. It's either 14 or 14 and a half. They got a really cool seat. It's going to be it's very similar to the Jackson Cuda that a lot of people are asking for. It's a good boat. It's probably going to be a better boat than the Cuda for our area. The Cuda's, Jackson's up there around Tennessee area. They're a very freshwater oriented boat. But they do make a great. Their Cuda and their Big Tuna and then their Coosa are all three very good fishing platforms. And we're actually starting negotiations with Jackson on bringing them in. Okay. And then the new Wilderness seats, which I think we unload Friday. Today. Wait, today Friday?
Yeah, today's Friday.
Man,
so
yep.
You got to get busy.
I got a semi coming about noon today. If anybody wants to come help, we got 41 more boats. Put the call out for help on Monday. We had what we thought was 115 coming. They only got 76 on that truck. We unloaded the rest of them, about 34 or 35 boats yesterday on the second container.
Well, I'd love to see that because it tells my business has been good.
Business has been very good. We're extremely blessed, but this is basically our spring inventory.
Yeah.
We're getting it out. So we got an email from Hobie yesterday afternoon saying that they were basically sold out of production. The earliest they can ship any boats is about 8 weeks out. So I was fortunate enough, I got on the front end of them basically blowing up like they do every year. So I just bring in. We'll have, once we get done with this truck this afternoon, I'll have about 115, no, that's 115, about almost 200 kayaks in the warehouse.
That's great.
Come on in, we're probably going to have what you want, the color you want.
Okay. Let's show us some of these products you brought.
Yep, everybody's this time of year, we start that transition from water sports to more of an outfitting, if you will, and hunting. Hunting's definitely the...
Yeah, we got it.
Hunting's a big part of our business in the winter. We're going to grow it a lot more this year. We went with Code Blue this year, so we have a lot of the Code Blue products. Mm-hmm. This is the aerosol spray that's supposed to be that 360 that, you can turn it upside down, spray it any way you want, keep the smell off of you. Then they have all these names. This is Earth Scent, and then right here, this is the Natural. They have all the all your different smells and odors and non-odors. We have the dishwashing detergent. That you can wash all of your clothes with ahead of time.
Now that's important, folks. That is important. I know some of y'all might be laughing at it this morning, but now that I promise you, that's so important for outdoorsmen to get those clothes clean and get them in that scent.
And we also have unscented as well as earth scent. Wade Stepler that works for us, he likes to use the earth scent. He wants to smell dirty when he gets in his truck.
Well, just have him get out of the truck and roll around in dirt a little bit.
That's what I told him. I said, Wade, have you seen the inside of your truck yet? just lay in your floorboard. But new this year is what they're calling the Black Flash. This does not put off at night. Your normal infrared cameras, there's that small little red glow. I mean, it's not a big flash, but they say that the big bucks, it just scares them away. This is actually a black flash. This emits zero light when it takes a picture. It also has what they call a rapid fire or something. It takes pictures extremely fast. Like it'll take 3 pictures real quick, and then it's just down for a second, and then it takes 2 or 3 more pictures.
I know that's the latest thing now. The scientists now figured out, the biologists, that flash does on the bigger, more mature bucks and all. It does affect them. So
most people are used to seeing cameras similar to this. That just your normal infrared. I mean, they don't light it up so you can read a newspaper when it flashes, but it's just that little light does make the difference.
Yeah, that's true. Those 2 good cameras there.
And those are both made by Moultrie. We also have a handful of your Moultrie feeders that are popular here. We got 4 or 5 different models of them. Plenty deep, so we should not run out. We're waiting on our Summit tree stand. Should be here literally any day. Good. We got a handful of climbing stands, tree stands, ladder stands. You can talk with me real quick and realize I'm not the hunting expert in the store, but there's definitely a good crew out there that hunts South Alabama, which is very similar to hunting this area, and they can definitely take care of you and help you get what you need. And if not, our reps are extremely generous with their knowledge with us, and we're not afraid to make that phone call.
Okay, that's all important stuff too, Brad. I know. You don't have to go out and be an expert. I may not be an expert kayaker, but I flat sure enjoy getting out there kayaking.
Absolutely.
And on this hunting, I'm glad to see you're more of an outfitter now. That's just all around, 12 months kind of year kind of business. I really like that. Now, what about your corn?
We have deer corn. We unloaded about 200 bags of it about a week and a half ago. We got plenty of bag. Everybody keeps talking about, you mentioned it when I walked in, man, is corn going to be $15 a bag? It's going to be, everybody we've talked to that's Kentucky and north, where, you know, the bulk of the corn is, they're saying it's going to be $15, $16 a bag before it's over with.
That's what I've heard.
I hope it's wrong. Trust me, we don't make any money on corn. It's just more money that I got to sink into a stock room somewhere. We're at $12 a bag right now. So, you know, heard Bluntstown's like 11 and a quarter, and Vernon's 11.60, or so. You know, we're all right there in the same price. If you find some cheap corn, don't just buy 1 or 2 bags. Buy literally all of it you can store. I'm not sure if corn's going to go to $15 a bag or not. I mean, trust me, I hope it doesn't. We make, you know, $1 or $2 a bag at most, and we bust a couple bags every load.
Yeah.
So there's $30. If it's $12 a bag, there's $24 laying in the yard. You know, I got to sell 24 bags just to make up for my couple busted bags. So trust me, corn is not a moneymaker for us.
Okay. Well, you got some.
We have plenty of corn.
Right. I'll just take this break, and we'll be right back.
Panama City Beach is known as one of the top dive destinations in Florida. Divers Den offers daily dive charters that can accommodate up to 13 divers. Our boat captain is U.S. Coast Guard certified and a PADI dive instructor. We have trained professionals who offer a variety of scuba certifications. Come see us at our 2 locations on Thomas Drive and Tyndall Parkway.
When you're looking for sales, parts, and service for your outboard, all in one location, you're looking for BJ's Marine. You're authorized Tohatsu and Nissan dealer. BJ's Marine does it all. They have outboard parts and a service center and used motor sales too. Tohatsu, reliable, dependable, fuel efficient, and lightweight. Tohatsu Outboards, technology for the next generation. BJ's Marine, 1317 Transmitter Road since 1991.
AMW Trailers, Austin Machine Work, trailer repair of all kinds. Folks, you always need to check your wiring. This is a great place to get it done, right here. Trailers of all sizes. Folks, check out this all aluminum trailer. That's what they specialize in over here at AMW. You get one of these, you won't need to get another one. Going down in a big, blue, beautiful building in downtown Millville. Get you one of those new aluminum trailers and get yours fixed right here at AMW Trailers.
Blue Water Outriggers. Everything you need for outdoors. Whether you're fishing off the piers, surf fishing, or heading out into the Gulf, Blue Water Outriggers has what you need. Live bait, freshwater, saltwater tackle, rods and reels, clothing, marine supplies. Hottest brands, greatest prices, friendliest service. BWOfish.com. Shop online. Open 7 days a week, 30 miles east of Panama City. Blue Water Outriggers.
All right, welcome back, folks. Glad you're with us Friday morning. I know you're gearing up for a big weekend, and so are we. So we always get kicked off on a Friday morning with our famous Friday fishing forecast coming up next. But right now, we're here with Brad Stevens from Sunjammers. I want to read a quick email. Hey, Coach, please add my name to your pickle jar giveaway. I love your show. We watch it all the time. Regards, Rebecca Mellington. Rebecca, here's your card right here. And Brad, you're going to be witness to it. We're going to fold it up, and we're going to put it in the pickle jar.
Sounds good.
So, folks, we talk about this. We've got a sweepstakes coming up in the fall, so be sending your name in. I want to say good morning, too, to Edmund Lovett. Saw him yesterday. He watches the show every morning. Appreciate that, Edmund. All right, what else you got there, Brad?
I didn't bring it, but along with the code blue, we have all of the all your estrus, your scent appliers, scent draggers, hanging in trees, all your stinky stuff that you need. We have it, and we also have a handful of your tinks. But we're pretty in with code blue. We got about everything you need, for this area.
Well, right there, that tells me if a hunter, if you hunted anything, when he calls out those names, tinks and code blue, you know that is the foundation of the industry when that first started. Those guys first started off, they've been standby. I've used them since I was a young man, so that tells me a lot about what all you have out there.
And then with your attractants, we have your Hog Heaven. We have a lot of your hog hunters. We have all your hog attractants, your apple pour, Khmer deer, the powder, the liquids, all the attractants. Well, as soon as you come in, hang a right in the store, and where all of our touristy T-shirts used to be and our scallop stuff, we got a good wall of them. Hunting stuff and adding stuff to it every week.
Okay. Now, but we still got plenty of kayaks, and we still got a little bit of time left in the scallop season, and I've gotten some really good reports this past week on scallop. So you still got some bags and all out there, people?
We're totally sold out of bags. Our Dexter Russell scallop knives, we're down to one. We only have one left, and we will not. Everybody says they're so hard to find. Well, it's a short season.
Yeah.
So we will not stock any until next scallop season again. So I got one of those left, and I got a handful of our cheaper ones that are left. All of our dive mask fins and everything are marked down to 10% off. So, even if you aren't going scalloping, decent mask and fin, I believe they're Calcutta name brands. They're good quality stuff, at 10% off. Come in there and twist my arm, tell me you saw me on the show, I'll up it to 15.
Yeah, that's a good deal there.
It is, absolutely. Here I'm losing money all of a sudden. But, and we snorkel here in our bay. You don't have... People think you got to just go scalloping and looking in St. Joe. We look in our bay all the time, and we're fortunate enough when we go out there snorkeling behind the house. It's just fun to go snorkeling around. It's half the fun of scalloping everything else you see.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Jetties area, and
absolutely
all
beautiful.
Back around the backside of Shell Island, and it's really pretty over there.
And the mosquitoes are just absolutely about to cart us away everywhere you want to go. The only stuff I found that can work is this cactus juice. We had this stuff about 2.5 years ago. The people at river camps literally bought us out of inventory, and we could not get them for the longest time. This year we have plenty of stock. Cactus juice, it's all natural. It doesn't stink on you. It's not overly slimy, overly greasy, and it just works. It keeps the mosquitoes off of you.
And they are bad now.
They are extremely bad. So, and we've been doing it at the shop, and it's about every morning when we get out there, we find another little pocket of water on something that we forgot to dump out. So if you have a kayak, if you have a canoe, if you have a boat, go out there and make sure that it's one flipped over, it doesn't have any water, the bow's up so all the water is out of the back, and doesn't have pine leaves and oak leaves in it, just that small little bit of water. Somebody told me a couple hundred mosquitoes can be breeded in the cap of a Coke bottle.
Yeah.
So if you have 200 gallons of water in your yard total. So get outside, do a walk around, and dump that water out, please.
Good advice. And y'all see it every day, don't you?
It's a daily battle with all this rain.
All right, we're getting ready. We're going to start setting up our famous Friday fishing forecast. But first, let's do our times for today. We're going to do it before we go set up on the TV over here. So our times for today brought to us by Express Lane. We're looking at this morning's time, 6:23 to 8:23. 6:23 to 8:23. Excellent time this morning. And this evening, 6:52 to 8:52. Okay? Now, we're going to get ready for our drawing, brought to us by Tarpon Dock. And Brad, you always get the honor to draw.
Woohoo!
And we're going to, the first one now is going to be a $25 gift certificate. Okay? Reach down there deep and get somebody that hasn't been drawn before. All right, $25 gift certificate to Tarpon Dock for this weekend.
This one feels lucky.
Okay? And Lolita Masters. All right. Lolita's teaching, she's a teacher up there. She and her husband watch the show every morning. All right, Lolita, congratulations. Now, this is a big red snapper. Big red snapper from Tarpon Dock.
See if I can draw one of our customers' names.
Okay. Randy Burling. He hadn't won in a while, since last year. Since January. So, Randy, congratulations. You win that big old red snapper. I know y'all going to enjoy that. All right, so that takes care of this segment. And what we're going to do, we're going to take a break, come back, and we're going to get a Google Earth set up, bring it in, and Brad's going to help us out on this fishing report, so we'll be right back.
On the water or under the water, success starts at C&G Sporting Goods. C&G specializes in fresh and saltwater fishing tackle, floundering supplies, spearfishing equipment, and much, much more. C&G also has licenses, maps, and expert advice on where to go. For over 59 years, C&G Sporting Goods has been the headquarters for the outdoors man. Fishing, hunting, camping, guns, and ammo. They've got it all. C&G, home of the experts, downtown Panama City.
When you have work to do, get it done with the powerhouse of engineering, reliability, and value that is Kubota. And right now, during our 40-year strong celebration, get 0 down and 0% APR for up to 60 months on new Kubota utility and ag tractors and tractor loader backhoes. Join the Kubota movement, 40 years strong, serving the American dream.
See and save on all Kubota tractors and equipment at Sowell Tractor today.
Bill Kramer needs to buy vehicles outright or take them in on trade. Our pre-owned business is great, and we need your vehicle this week to supplement our pre-owned inventory. Get a 15-minute no-obligation appraisal. We're buying Fords, Chevys, and Cadillacs. We're buying Toyotas, Nissans, BMWs, and more. You name it, we'll buy it. All years, all models. Nothing too old, nothing too new. Bill Kramer is buying them all, and we will not be outbid at Bill Kramer's Chevrolet, Cadillac, Buick, GMC.
Are you still waiting to do something with your IRA, 401k, annuities, or other investments?
My dad has an economics degree from Vanderbilt University, and he helped me with my homework. A lot of people call themselves financial planners, but my dad passed a board exam to be a certified financial planner. He's very easy to talk to, and he spends a lot of time with me.
To my existing clients, thank you for your friendship and loyalty through these uncertain times, and to everyone else, don't wait until it's too late. Call me today, and let's see if I can help.
All right, welcome back. Brad, technology has caught up with us.
It sure has.
I know this is old hat to you, but this is new to us, and I've got a lot of good stuff going on, so you're going to help us on this, okay?
Absolutely.
So you know how to do it.
Absolutely. I love me some Apple TV.
Okay. All right, folks. Here's our famous Friday fishing forecast brought to us by Tarpon Dock Seafood, and we're going to start off over in Apalachicola Bay, and some of the first things in Apalachicola Bay would be the over there by the bridge. They're catching some nice fish over there, and also over here, let's go take a look at it in Apalachicola Bay. We're going to look right over here. This is the bridge right in here. This is the bridge. The old bridge is right there. I can even zoom up there a little bit closer, and you can see the old bridge. Nice fish being caught off here. Have a cousin that's fishing out of a kayak, Brad. He's catching some nice speckled trout right here. Okay, we're going to move over. We'll go westward now. We talked about fishing behind St. Vincent Island last week. Now let's go over here to St. Joe Bay. We talked about a scallop. And last week on St. Joe Bay, we talked about all the flounder that were right in here, okay, at the old St. Joe paper mill. Today we're going straight across the bay to Pompano Cove. And I talked to Blair Morgan, got a fishing report from Blair Morgan on Tuesday and Wednesday morning. He has some good friends fishing over there. He has some good friends fishing over there at the Pompano Point, and they got into a nice school of redfish. So that was really nice stuff right there. So I want to show you right here is where Pompano, this area right here, is a school of redfish. Okay. Now we're going to move over. Let's move on over, Brad. We're going to get over here to St. Andrew Bay. I'm going to let you do a little bit of talking. Okay. There you go.
We've been getting some good reports of some redfish caught right here on this bank, basically from the Hathaway Bridge. What's this point right here? What's that point? Zoom on in, it'll tell us.
Right in here.
Yeah, this bank right through here has been getting some good reports of redfish, some smaller dink trout over here from Pretty Bayou and then Robinson Bayou back to the bridge. And then our local fishery here is basically messed up from the normal weather patterns because of all the rain we've been having. Slide on up here to the mouth of Burnt Mill.
Okay, Burnt Mill Creek. Uh-oh.
Right up here.
Burnt Mill Creek. All right, there you go.
Zoom way in on this spot right in here.
All right. This is a two-man job.
Go in a little bit more.
All right.
Right here we can see them little bitty creek. Slide on down, go head south. I don't know if y'all can see these little bitty creek mouths right here. When we say fish the creek mouths, the West Bay, we don't mean Crooked Creek and Burnt Mill. It's these little bitty inlets you see like right here. On an outgoing tide, they're all going to be holding fish. There you go. See, you come right around this Grays Point or whatever it's called. This little creek mouth right here and creek mouth right here. There's no way you can get a kayak or a boat up in there. I mean, they're literally 10 or 15 feet wide, if that, and you really rarely ever see them. But they hold bait fish. And then when that tide pours out, those bigger fish are sitting right in here, especially on this one. You can see this nice sand pothole right here. I've caught some good-sized trout out of there. You need to be, in there on that outgoing tide. As soon as that tide really starts moving, and there's hundreds of creek mouths like that in West Bay. And that's where the majority of people are catching their fish.
Okay, Brad, what your customers all want to come in and talk about? What do you think they're catching them on?
A lot of artificials right now. Okay. There's so many pinfish and live shrimps a little smaller and scarce. The DOA cowtail is probably our top-selling bait right now. The SS minnow is still strong. We still have absolutely every color that Joe makes of the SS minnow in stock. The DOA shrimp, starting in the fall and the winter, that DOA shrimp really excels. You know, just learn how to work it. I get a lot of people go, those DOA shrimp do not work. I thought the same thing about a year and a half ago. I took 5 shrimp with me fishing. That's all we had on the boat. And I learned how to fish the shrimp, and it's become one of my go-to baits.
They work good. Okay, we're going to go back. We're going to run over here to East Bay real quick. I have back in school now. I have my students doing a lot of fishing and all that. We're going to show you over in East Bay. Greg Gladden, one of my seniors, he's one on the baseball team. He loves to fish, and he got in some really nice over here at the Panhandle Bridge. He got in some really nice school of redfish. In fact, he showed me the picture, and you can see. Let's see. Okay. Right in here, okay, Pearl Bayou and all. But anyway, the Panhandle Bridge has been holding some really nice redfish, and he was actually catching them. What he did, he was waiting on some crabs floating on top of the water, and he actually got some nice redfish there. So the redfish are in the bay system.
Oh, absolutely.
And, they're moving around. We found some in St. Joe Bay, some in St. Andrews Bay. So.
Everybody's saying, you know, this rain's just messed them up. It's kind of moved them around. Some people think they've moved closer to the pass, you know, for that saltwater influx. I don't know. The fish are there. You just got to get out there and look at them. It's just not easy pickings like we're used to this time of year.
Yeah, that's true. It's been a little bit of slow. What about the guys floundering? Have you had some good reports from flounders, guys?
Tons of people floundering. I've seen more pictures of flounder that have been stuck this year than I have the last 10 years combined. We're actually, through some of the people that have been extremely successful, we've worked with Mr. Bill Laminack. We've made what we call the flounder detector. It's a waiting flounder light. It's really nice. It's really neat. I need to get you one so you can go down behind your house.
Okay.
We got a little fanny pack. We're going to bring fanny packs back in style. It's a little 12-volt battery. It's very lightweight. You just clip it on. The battery's behind you. It's all waterproof connections. You plug your light in. You go out there and wait around and stick them. It's fun.
Yeah, and that's going back to the original ways our ancestors actually, you know, they used to go out with old Coleman lantern and do it, and now this is a lot more fancy, and the battery lasts a lot longer.
Yeah, we can get a couple days out of one of these batteries. We always want to go out with a hot light at night.
Yeah.
But I should have brought one of them. Next time I come in, tell me to bring a floundering light.
Okay, all right. All right, folks, we're getting ready for the weekend now. You're going to be, what's your store hours?
We're open 7 to 5 Monday through Saturday, and we are still closed Sundays. We're going to stay closed Sundays for the foreseeable future.
Very good.
We got live bait, freshwater, saltwater. We're out of crappie minnows. We're out of our freshwater bait right now. We had a problem with the truck coming down. And we'll probably stay out of freshwater minnows for about a week and a half. Then we'll bring that back in as people start freshwater fishing again.
Okay. Well, Brad, I appreciate you coming on the show as always.
Appreciate you having me.
Y'all run by and see Brad at Sunjammers. It's an all-around store. It's like an outfitter store. All your hunting stuff, all your fishing stuff, everything you need right there. So you got big plans for the weekend?
Just work. I got a birthday party on Sunday. So
all right.
It's my niece. I think she turns 2. I should really know this. It's at my house.
All right. Folks, got to get out of here. Y'all do something good for somebody today. You have a great weekend, and God bless.
Thanks for joining us for Panhandle Outdoors with Winston Chester. Panhandle Outdoors features hunting, fishing, and other activities and information to help you enjoy the great outdoors. Join us next time for Panhandle Outdoors.